Okay, we are going to go ahead and jump in today's reading, Unit 5, Light and Sound, Lesson 6. And today we are going to be looking at refraction and lenses. And we're in part 2 of it because we are actually going to go back and reread Chapter 4 again from the other day. This time with our rereading, one of the things we are going to do, we're at the beginning of Chapter 4, Eden. Move your book off to the side. One of the things we're going to do as we go through our reading today, same with you, Griffin, is as we're going through Chapter 4 this time today, we're actually going to be doing what's called close reading. And we're going to pause and we're going to answer questions and we're going to prove our answers with, ooh, you're on it. Prove our answers, everyone, with? So things that you guys are really good at, are already really good at, but we're going to build that skill and we're going to talk about it together. As we read today, we're also going to be really focusing in on things that are important or important words that happen in our text. And so to do so and to answer some of our questions today and to make sure we've got all the little pieces of our, as we go through our chapter today, is we need sticky notes. So everybody make sure you have sticky notes in front of you. When you have them, hold them up so I can see them. Fabulous. This is going to be a tool we're going to need today. I'm going to say that again. This is going to be a tool we need today. These are not toys. We're not writing messages or passing notes or drawing pictures. These are tools for helping us with our notes and following along as we read today. Thank you. Put them back on your name tag again.
That's my favorite part.
Tools, not toys, right?
Tools.
I want to go over some of the pieces with you today because we have, as I go through our questions, I want you to think about what type of a question it is too, and just to kind of build our understanding of those. So we're going to look here. I have some different question types. So on our board, this first part is going to be the question type. We have VOC, and this is going to be whenever we see this or we talk about it, it's going to be a question or comment that focuses something on vocabulary. So I might give you vocabulary tasks, or I might ask you a question that has to do with vocabulary. That's going to be understanding a new word or finding the meaning of a word or giving an example of a word. That's all going to go with vocabulary. And I'm going to tell you for the most part today what type of question I'm asking you. Okay? So vocabulary. VOC is? VOC is?
Vocabulary.
We also have SYN, and that one's a little bit different, but SYN is going to be anything that focuses on sentence structure. We call that the syntax. What is it called?
Syntax.
Anything that has to do with the sentence structure. So how it's put together, whether it's our compound subject, compound predicate, compound sentence, anything that goes with that is going to be our sentence structure. And that's why the SYN is there, because we refer to that as our syntax, the sentence structure. So if it's a sentence structure question, you'll see SYN. We also have COMP. What do you think that one is?
Compound.
Comprehension. So same prefix, but comprehension. It's going to focus on understanding. This is the most commonly asked type of question, is focusing on your understanding. Being able to go into the text and talk about understanding a piece of something. Oftentimes something might be vocabulary and comprehension combined, but comprehension is oftentimes, like if we're doing a narrative piece, it'll be like that sequence of events. Or in a nonfiction piece, it might just be, now try and explain something that happened. So that's going to be the comprehension piece. If it's a comprehend question talking about understanding, it's going to be COMP. And last but not least of our question types we're going to go through today is LIT, L-I-T, and these questions are going to be comments about literary devices. And when we talk about literary devices, it's going to be using similes and metaphors and alliteration. And there's a whole bunch of different literary devices, and we'll slowly build our toolbox of what they are and what they're used for. But that's when we're going to see that LIT. It's going to talk about literary devices. Why would the author compare these things? When the author says this, what do they really mean? So we're going to be, these are the four question types we're mostly going to focus on. And I want you to see that abbreviation we're going to use so you can kind of build an understanding of the question type. And as we go through today, we'll mark different things, or I'll give you a different task on that sticky note. So I know, like, one of the tasks I'm going to ask you today is, hey, as you read this page, or after you read this page, write down any important words. So something like that. I might ask you to find the meaning of something and write the meaning down. So you'll have to pay attention to your different tasks for your sticky notes as well. Sound good? Fabulous. Like I said, we are going to be rereading chapter 4 from the other day. So please have out your readers and open up to the beginning of chapter 4. Have your sticky notes out and ready as well.